All right, guys, welcome back to 3 Up, 3 Down. I'm Ian, this is Jordan. We got a little lazy the last couple weeks, so instead of giving you the rest of the NFL preview, since they've already played 2 games or so, we're just going to go ahead and go from top to bottom who we feel is worst to best. So a lot of big changes happened today, a lot this past weekend, so we're going to go and start from the bottom. Pretty much unanimous. I want to apologize from the previous one
Sorry,
to Oakland fans. Sorry, Oakland fans, because Jacksonville is terrible. So there's no positives, none. MJD's their only talent there. He doesn't want to be there. He's not going to perform. So quick, we're
Gabbard's awful.
done. Henny ain't any better either. So, and then we're going to go ahead with the Browns after 2 weeks pretty much quit on their season already.
Yeah. See ya, T. Rich.
Gone. Number 1 pick last year.
They don't like any of those picks. I don't think they like Brandon Whedon either.
I don't know what they're doing. I mean, who are
They
they hoping to get?
They have 2 picks in the first.
Are they planning to be horrible 2 years in a row?
I think
Johnny Football?
I think they want Teddy Bridgewater.
I'd rather have McCarron.
I
But,
don't know.
guys, he's going to get
They
three
have 2
national
picks. They have 2
championships.
picks in the first, 2 picks in the second, third.
They're
I think
building.
fourth.
They might be all right coming up.
So they're ready to
They
reload.
definitely have time to. Well, they'll definitely improve if the other 3 teams don't stay good. But right now, second worst. Not good. Who you got next?
Third, Raiders.
Oakland jumped
Black
up
hole.
a little bit. It is still the black hole, though. I mean, their only win so far, the Jaguars.
I like
So,
what Pryor's doing, but he just has no help.
Even McFadden hasn't done a whole lot. So,
You can never count on him either. You never know if he's going to last.
exactly.
That's the thing about him.
Jets. A lucky week 1 win. They looked awful against an awful looking Patriots performance.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first time Tom Brady's thrown under 50% in like 4 seasons. And they got dominated.
Bad for Sanchez.
Why would you feel bad for Sanchez?
What do you mean, why? He's stuck in like the most horrible situation.
Has he performed well?
He hasn't had the chance.
He has been there 4 years.
I still feel bad for him.
Oh, no way, man. Next up, Tampa Bay.
The old Buccaneers.
Like the defense, but the offense is
work in progress.
non-existent.
Even with Doug Martin there.
He hasn't had a chance to do a whole lot. Their
Yeah.
offensive line's not keeping up. Josh
Yeah.
Freeman's played
He's not-
real bad.
Yeah, he's not going to be the
I
guy.
haven't seen Vincent Jackson make a highlight yet.
No. I mean, Mike Williams.
He's got a touchdown the first week.
Yeah.
Quiet second week.
Yeah.
So, next, definitely a surprise. The next one, but you can't put them high. You can't put the Steelers higher right
No.
now. Maybe we could switch the next 2. Maybe switch them and the Vikings. The Vikings just don't have a quarterback, but they have Adrian Peterson at least.
They got AP, and they have a all right defense. I mean, their defensive line's pretty good.
Yeah,
Jared Allen.
True.
So, you know,
They
can be stout.
Their
when they want
secondary
to.
is killing them though.
Yeah.
Steelers, nothing. Well, they got
Steve, I mean, first time 0-2 in the Tomlin era.
Big,
They're not used to this, but
Big Ben. He had that one vintage pass, and after that looked bad. He's getting hit every single play.
Pouncey going out, arguably the best center in the league.
Yeah.
He's out for the year, so it's gonna be tough. for them.
They got some young. They're just young, inexperienced team right
Age has just caught up with them. That's all.
now. They don't have they haven't had a 100-yard rusher in like 8 games in a row or
Not a
something
running
ridiculous. They don't have a. You can't run with that line. Next, so toss up Steelers Vikings, but like we said, AP's all day. Panthers, so much talent, find a way to lose consistently.
Yeah, Cam Newton's got to find a way to develop and get better. I mean, he's shown consistency at almost winning. They never actually win games. They're always close.
I know Steve Smith's old, but that guy's got some talent. Olsen had a big day, but
Yeah,
they're
need-
not consistent.
Need more production from Stewart, D'Angelo Williams.
If Stewart ever plays again, that guy's always hurt too.
Yeah.
And Tolbert's not going to give you 100 yards a game.
Their
So
defense has gotten a little better.
next, a little bit of a NFC battle, a division rivalry. Slacking though. The Redskins starting out, the Giants starting out 0-2. Both teams have looked bad.
Yeah.
Both quarterbacks have looked bad. Obviously, RG3 not playing in the preseason hurt him. he definitely has the talent to come back. Eli, I don't know what's up with him right now.
I think the Giants, out of both of those teams, I see the Giants finishing higher.
I
Just because of all the weapons they have.
It just depends, though. I mean, you can turn Alfred Morris, right? You can turn RG3 around. I like Pierre Garçon, but that team is...
That defense is just horrible.
They're not playing well at all.
Horrible.
The problem with the Giants' defense, they're good, but they're on the field the whole game because Eli can't throw to the right team. He has, 6 interceptions in 2 games?
Yep, already.
Started out his first play of the year.
I think he had 4 last week.
It's horrible. I think that he might even have more than that. It's bad. He's got talent to throw to also.
He has Victor Cruz, they have Hakeem Nicks.
Cruz is the speed guy. Hakeem Nicks he's got that.
But again,
talent
running back position, Wilson.
Oh, that guy does have what, 3 fumbles
Brown
already?
Back, yeah.
3 fumbles.
I mean, they don't really have anything stable.
They re-signed Brandon Jacobs. That guy,
he's old.
He's old.
He's had his day.
Yeah. Coming up, Rams, young, they're good, but top to bottom, they're just not quite there. We have them under the Cardinals simply because they should have lost the game. They should be 0-2.
I think they'll find their groove. You know, they gotta gel. They got a lot of new guys on offense, like Tavon Austin. He's gonna be something fun.
Their
to watch.
running game was completely shut down last week, though. I think they
that's
only
something
had
they're
like
gonna have to develop.
I think they had about 40
Jackson's
yards or
left.
something. Next up, Lions got Calvin Johnson. You never know where Stafford is getting the ball, and they are so undisciplined.
They underachieve.
They are so undisciplined. You got almost a pick 6, and Sue throws a cheap shot.
Yeah.
So much talent, possibly the most talent on one team, other than maybe the Bengals on their offense.
There's no reason why they shouldn't be.
They have so much talent to be that bad.
I mean, you have the best receiver in the game. You have Matthew Stafford. They probably would have won against the Cardinals if Reggie Bush didn't get hurt.
Probably.
But
Larry Fitzgerald also got hurt too, though.
I mean, he got hurt and they still lost. And that's just the Lions.
But that's just Reggie Bush, though, too.
Yeah.
When isn't he hurt?
He's not most reliable.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're just so undisciplined. I don't know. It's got to be something with the coach. I don't know. It's got to come down to that. Next up, we got the Cardinals. Hometown team. Doing what the Cardinals do best, losing in the fourth quarter or trying to lose in the fourth quarter. Carson Palmer, said it for years, not the answer.
Yeah.
He'll do plenty of his Eli impressions and throw a lot of things. He threw one this weekend.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's just Carson Palmer.
he's just the Band-Aid right now until they find him more.
He's got second best receiver in the league, I would say, in Larry Fitzgerald. Guy's just a freak athlete.
Again, but no run game.
I like their secondary. I do. I think they can hang with them. I mean, Calvin Johnson did have 2 touchdowns, but that's Calvin Johnson.
One went for 60 plus.
I think it was like 70, 30 or something. But Calvin Johnson's going to do that on a lot of people. The Bills, they've actually looked pretty good, but
I like the Bills.
I mean, a little bit of a can't really cheer for the Bills.
I think the Bills could finish second in that division.
I think they could. It all depends on the Patriots' health, whether they're 1, 2, or 3. You can't really count on Tom Brady, but they have no run game. They have no receivers. Their defense is so wishy-washy. But the Bills, I like the Bills. Right now, they're about dead center almost.
I like E.J. Manuel. I like what he's doing. I like Stevie Johnson. I love Stevie Johnson.
Stevie Johnson, that guy can play.
You got C.J. Spiller, and they just drafted Robert Woods out of USC. So, they got a lot of young guys, but that's going to be a team to watch out for in the future.
I like the Bills. I think I can see them definitely going higher up on this list in the next couple weeks. Next up, also kind of a surprise right now, the Green Bay Packers. I mean, they did lose to one of the premier teams in the league, but their defense is just so bad. They have to have the worst defense in football. And I don't understand it because they got a lot of talented players.
Eddie Lacy got the concussion.
But James Starks blew up, though.
But, I mean, that was against the Redskins defense.
It's also James Starks.
Yeah.
He's pretty much the garbage time guy.
Yeah.
But they can put up points on anybody, though. I mean, they can definitely score with that offense. One of the best, if not best, QBs right now.
Top 3 QB.
So I can see them going up, but they got to clear the gaps on D. You got next.
We got Ravens.
Ravens, Super Bowl champs, doing what everybody actually thought they were going to do, middle of the road.
There's still a few guys remaining from that Super Bowl team.
They're lucky, though, that division is not stand out like it used to be.
I know.
It's definitely not the Premier League. It's actually one of the worst right now in football, I'd say.
There's 2-0
I mean, you got the Browns, the Steelers can do nothing. The Bengals played just as bad as the Steelers, except for a couple points. Andy Dalton's too inconsistent. So, I mean, they have a chance that they got talent too. But
just because the division's so weak, they still have a chance to win that.
Ray Rice hasn't really been doing anything. In my opinion, Torrey Smith's never been an all-star.
Yeah.
And that defense it's actually pretty talented. It's new, though. I'm still trying to actually figure out who's there.
I think Torrey Smith's not bad.
I don't know. I'm not saying he's not bad.
Yeah, he just hasn't really had the chance
but
to...
now they had the Anquan, they had Pitta, who had a really good year.
Now it's time for Torrey Smith to step up.
It's Torrey Smith's show now.
Yeah.
They got to get Ray Rice back moving on, and I think they'll be all right.
They'll do okay.
But then next up, we got San Diego Chargers. It's actually been a surprise for me, from a lot of people. They should be 2-0.
Because Matthews is staying healthy.
And Rivers is consistently throwing to the right team. It's also interesting. Antonio Gates is still getting a little old. He had a pretty good game.
He still has it.
I think Malcolm Floyd got a concussion, though. I think he's hurt.
Yeah, they got a lot of weapons on that offense, though.
It just depends. They're one of those teams that can blow out a premier team and then lose to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I mean, they're one of those teams that can't put a full season together.
Yeah, they just got to keep the momentum.
Even when they dominated that conference, they would start out slow and then blow up at the end. They can't put a full season together. Cowboys looked really good week 1. Not as good week 2. They played what turns out a terrible Giants team.
Yeah.
I like the Cowboys defense. You got Marty Kiffin.
He's doing a good job, but they already have more turnovers than they had last year.
So, that's pretty good.
I guess that's pretty good.
But I mean, Jerry Jones is the new Al Davis, so I don't know. I don't trust that guy.
It's the same story every year. Tons of talent, and then they just got to be able to do it.
Yeah. They haven't had a really good run game either.
No. DeMarco Murray's got to do it. They need to feed him a little more also. They get a little pass happy.
Well, you got Dez, so. But, I mean, they definitely have the chance. It all depends on the Eagles to keep up the speed as our next team, the Eagles. That Chip Kelly high-flying offense works in college consistently. The NFL is much faster, much stronger, but they do have the weapons to pull it off. They got
like most people say, it's only a 53-man roster compared to an 80-plus man roster to college. So the depth isn't necessarily going to be there if somebody gets hurt.
I don't think they can keep up the pace.
But
the
it's
speed
fun to
for the whole
watch.
season is. It's exciting so far.
I mean, you couldn't ask for more better players to fit in that. LaShawn McCoy, Michael Vick, Deshaun Jackson.
It's the perfect set. Imagine if they had Macklin.
Oh, no.
Dangerous, man. Also, another surprise, haven't seen this one, the Patriots. Tom Brady's probably the best in the league. Him or Peyton, best in the league. But he's got no one to throw to. Ridley has done horrible, absolutely terrible. Shane Vereen was doing well. He got hurt. He's out until, week 11? How many passes did Dawson drop? I mean, I get it was raining too.
That's going to happen.
You're in the NFL, man.
You're not throwing to Gronk and you're not throwing to Aaron Hernandez anymore. So now he's just
Brandon
stuck
Lloyd's gone. Wes Welker's gone. Woodhead's gone.
Yeah.
Gronk might come back, but he hasn't played. Who knows how he's going to be?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's Tom Brady, the show. It's his show. They're going to get better.
Yeah.
He's gonna instill some fear into those young players. I mean, Edelman's not a number 1 receiver, though. He's a good slot guy. Amendola's always hurt. So, but he's going to have to step up for now.
I mean, Amendola is arguably better than Wes Welker when he's healthy. The thing is, the guy's never healthy.
Never healthy, and the Rams have the same problem with him. Next team we both picked to win the AFC North, the Bengals, look sloppy. Yeah. They look sloppy. The defense is playing pretty well. Harrison's done absolutely nothing. He's old though. He's just in a different style of defense. I mean, he went from playing a 3-4 to a 4-3 now. Yeah.
So
definitely different for his position.
Yeah.
And Andy Dalton is.
They're young, so
I mean,
And you gotta like Bernard.
Bernard looked good. AJ Green always looks good.
And Eifert.
Eifert and Gresham's a good
Yep.
duo. He's still got the law firm.
Yeah.
He pounds the ball.
You have all the weapons you need. Now it's just executing.
Houston's the same Houston team. I think they might not be as good as they were last year.
They go as far as Schaub takes them.
Figured them out. They should not have won the first game. And they barely beat the Titans.
Yeah.
6 points. But still early.
Yeah, I mean, they're 2-0, so.
I like to see this. First time I've said this in a while. Being a little bit of a fan. Miami, number 1 right now in that division.
Yep.
Their defense is stout. Secondary could use a little bit of help, but they look really good. First game, they got a nasty front seven. But that's
Again,
Tannehill.
Yeah,
Tannehill, and they need to get the run game going. It is bad. Right now it's been bad. Lamar finally did something.
Yeah.
But
and can Tannehill keep
got
Wallace happy?
Yeah, it's impossible. Luckily, Hartline's pretty clutch.
Yeah. But Wallace got his...
We'll see. That team's built around their defense right now because their offensive line is shaky.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons got some injuries.
Yeah.
They still try to do that high octane, but can't put them above the Saints right now. They just lost to them.
Yeah,
but they got so much talent. Everyone saw that Saints year coming too, so we actually got them quite a bit higher up. Who you got next, especially after today?
Next, the Colts.
Colts. The only reason to have them over the Dolphins, you wouldn't beat them, is they probably could have won the game.
With the addition of Trent Richardson.
And they still have Bradshaw backing him up. And that
Yeah.
guy's talented. If his foot can stay healthy, Andrew Luck. I knew it, and it's going to be true. He's definitely going to be better than RG3.
He's that prototypical
Smart,
quarterback.
good. He's going to be like the next. I don't know if he's going to be as good as Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, but he's got the skill set to do that.
I mean, I think he has the most comeback victories.
Probably
since
true.
last year.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So he's just a beast, and Reggie Wayne's still a monster.
Yeah.
So, the Bears. The Bears always find a way to win. Always.
Yeah.
Jake Cutler's horribly positioned well. Their offensive line still sucks.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. That marriage has been horrible since the beginning.
And Brandon Marshall always finds something to whine and complain about.
He's
a head case. So the defense, they'll score you some points, but they may not win you the game.
Mm-hmm.
There's some gaps around there. Now we got the Saints. Totally different team. They have a coach now. A coach that knows how to win. So totally different.
Breeze is loving it. He's back.
Well, they're going to put up a lot of points.
They're going to be the Saints. As
Still
long as their
questions about
defense,
their defense.
as long as they can somewhat handle the opposing offense, they're going to win.
I think they're definitely going to win that division, though. Nobody thought this one. Nobody thought this one. The Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs in our top 5 for week 2.
Yeah.
But they have looked real good. I don't know if they've made any errors yet. I mean, Alex Smith himself has turned that team around.
They have a quarterback, and Charles is healthy.
And their defense is looking good, too.
Playing really good.
So if they can stay healthy, they're young, they're talented. They already got 2 wins last year. So now the top 3 is pretty predictable. Everyone thought this. San Francisco just looked bad against Seattle, but against most teams they're going to win.
I think that's more the Seahawks.
Just the Seahawks. I mean, they handled the Packers, who have a good offense. But Seahawks were just good.
Yeah, they went undefeated at home last year.
I got them going to the Super Bowl. I think you have them winning the Super Bowl. I think you said San Francisco before, but I can't even.
Yeah.
It was in Seattle, though.
So
we'll see how they play in San Francisco. But they torched them.
I mean, the Seahawks have beat the Niners the past 3 times.
Unstoppable. Unstoppable. Broncos, Seahawks, my Super Bowl prediction.
Let's see what happens.
We've seen the games. Big loss to the Broncos today. Clayton, 3-time Pro Bowler, but...
I don't necessarily like Peyton all that much in the playoffs.
Yeah, nobody does.
He's Peyton Manning. You can't really bet against him. So.
He's got a lot of talent. A lot of talent that D can hold up. That they'll score the points, and the D just got to cut the points down.
Yep.
Seahawks killed it. Dominated.
Skittles is back. 3 touchdowns. And that defense.
He had a lot of runs, but Sherman likes to run his mouth, but he can back it up. So.
Yeah.
We'll see how they go. That's it. A little bit longer than usual. Try to trim it down, but Week 2 in the books. Week 3 coming up. we'll see if this changes drastically or not.
Yeah.
We're back 3 up, 3 down.